Australian Open 2015, Watson, Ward and Edmund all-out. Ward loses to Verdasco in 4 sets. British number 2 misses set point to lead to 2-1. Watson unwell in defeat by Pironkovic. Edmund beaten in straight sets by Johnson. Britain's players suffered a disappointing day 2 at the Australian Open as Peter Watson, James Ward and Kyle Edmund all lost. Ward, the British number 2, came closest to victory but went down to 6-6 to 0-7 to 6-8 to 6-6 to 3 to Spain's Fernando Verdasco. British number 1 Watson struggled with illness in a 6-4 6-0 loss to Bulgaria's Tsveta Pironkovic. Also in round 1, Edmund lost 6-4 6-4 6-3 to American Steve Johnson. Andy Murray is the sole British representative left in round 2 of the singles draws after beating India's Yukib Embry in straight sets on Monday. Ward, 27, had his chances on a blustery court 7 when he left by a break in the 3rd set and then had a set point in a tie break. BBC tennis correspondent Russell Fuller, to be feeling light-headed and low on energy will be a real worry to Watson, who worked so hard last year to make up for the time lost to glandular fever. But if she can remain healthy, and she was able to put herself through 7 hard weeks of pre-season training, then she remains the player with the ability to make it into the 2nd week of a Grand Slam. James Ward is playing the best tennis of his life. The more ATP events he can play in, the greater his chances will be of turning competitive defeats into victories over top 50 players. And Kyle Edmund did very well to win 3 rounds of qualifying on his debut, but isn't yet ready to land any serious blows on a top 40 player like Steve Johnson. After 2 similarly one-sided opening sets, it was the closing stages of the 3rd that proved decisive as Verdasco, the 31st seed and a former semi-finalist in Melbourne, recovered the break and served his way out of danger in the tie-break. The dispirited Ward thumped a forehand long to drop serve at the start of the 4th, and although he fought hard to recover, the Londoner could not convert the one-break set point that came his way. "It's come down to 1 or 2 points," said Ward. "It was tough, but I thought I played well. Of course if I held 2 more times in the 3rd I won the set, but it was tough conditions out there, very windy. We both played well. Even in the tie-break I gave myself a chance." Ward will now head back to London where he will attend the funeral of his grandmother, who passed away recently. "I don't want to make excuses, but it's difficult. We're a very close family and it was a bit of a shock," he added. Ward became the 3rd British player to fall in a matter of hours after Watson had succumbed to Pironkovic and the current ailment that saps her energy. The British number 1 required treatment from a doctor in the 1st set on court 10 and lost the last 7 games. "It's really frustrating," said the 22-year-old, who still plans to play doubles in Melbourne. "I woke up this morning in sweats. I don't always feel good every day, but not this bad. It usually lasts literally 1 or 2 days." Over on court 22, Edmund faced a man ranked 154 places higher at 38 in the world, and the gap in class and experience told. Edmund, 20, had broken new ground by coming through 3 rounds to qualify for a slam but made little impact on Johnson's impressive serve. 1 break was enough for the 25-year-old American in each of the first 2 sets, and more followed as he clinically sought out the 3rd. "There wasn't a lot of rhythm due to the fact that he was serving really well," said Yorkshireman Edmund. "It's just something I have to take away, work on and use as a stepping stone to get better. To qualify, win 3 matches and play my first round is a good experience. Looking back on it, it's still been a good week.